Hey guys, I told you in a recent video that I'd be going over my diet and what's been working for me. So today, I'm going to be talking about the carnivore diet, what it is, the health benefits, and why I think you should give it a try. But before we jump right into the video, please make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video with any of your friends and family that you personally would like to help start a healthier living lifestyle. And don't forget to follow me on all my other platforms such as Facebook and Instagram to stay up to date with all of my daily activity. I try and post as much as possible and give you guys some insight into what I eat on a daily basis, some of the exercises that I do, and just to make sure that I'm staying on top of my health and fitness game. So what exactly is the carnivore diet? And what I'm going to be doing for this section is I'm going to be reading off of some of my notes. So you'll see me reading along my notes just to give you guys a feel for what exactly the carnivore diet is and who created the carnivore diet. So let's jump right into it. Consult your doctor before changing your diet. The carnivore diet was founded by Dr. Sean Baker, a medical practitioner in the state of California, and focuses mainly on the consumption of animal meat and products made directly from animals with the exception of honey and excessive amounts of dairy. The carnivore diet stems from the controversial belief that human ancestral populations ate mostly meat and fish, and that carbs are the cause of chronic disease we suffer today. Other popular low-carb diets, like the keto diet, paleo diets, limit but don't exclude carb intake. However, the carnivore diet aims for zero carbs. With the information we have to go on, you can incorporate other techniques such as intermittent fasting to help speed up the weight loss process, or you can eat until you are satisfied, and it should have the same effect except slower according to the diet plan. So now that we know what the carnivore diet is, let me tell you about what I typically eat on a day-to-day basis. Personally, in the mornings, I still track my caloric intake just to make sure that I don't overeat. And then for my second meal, I eat until I'm full so that I'm satiated until the following day. My first meal, 90% of the time, is going to be about anywhere between 6 to 10 medium-sized eggs, scrambled or made into an omelet with about a quarter of a cup of cheese that equates to approximately about 720 calories as an entire meal. With that, it's incredibly hard to eat just the eggs by itself, so I pretty much drown it either in hot sauce or I'll put small amounts of like sugar-free ketchup on it, like with the stuff without any high fructose corn syrup, no carbs, no sugar ketchup. That's the only kind of ketchup that I give or that I get in order to give it some like extra flavor. There's also like seasoning salts that you can use, which are great. I mean, there's Flavor God. Flavor God has ranch flavored seasoning or ketchup flavored seasoning. You can use that if you're typically eating eggs like I am on a day-to-day basis. It tastes absolutely amazing. If you can eat bland eggs regularly, then more power to you, dude. And my second meal varies in calories since I'm able to eat a bit more freely. My favorite meal to eat for dinner would have to be a nice sized, well-seasoned steak. Good fat content, and then as well as a lean part of the meat. It's absolutely delicious. But some other things that I like to cook on a day-to-day basis would have to be like boneless, skinless chicken breast if I want something less calorically dense, or I'll cook some pork chops if I want something that's less calorically dense but has a little bit more fat content in it, so I can, if I'm not eating enough fat throughout the days like the diet wants me to, then I'll have pork chops since it's less calories than a steak, but it has a little bit more fat. All right, so this portion of the video is going to bring us to the benefits of the diet, as well as some of the possible cons that you can experience while you're on this diet. So after the first week of switching from keto to a strict carnivore diet, I noticed that my mood energy levels were increased astronomically. So from when I woke up in the morning, all throughout the day, I was motivated to cook, clean, and do those errands that I typically didn't really want to do. That being said, I was diagnosed with clinical depression and anxiety, which out of nowhere seemed to just vanish. So everything that wanted to keep me in bed all day, it went away. I was motivated to just live my life and go out to the park or just stay out of the house for periods at a time. So like for those of you who are like in my Discord server, you'll notice I haven't really been there that much. I have been outside doing everything, man. I am just motivated to do everything and everything all the time. And for those of you who have chronic joint pain, I have some really great news for you. Carnivore diet will eliminate those pains. For some reason, I think it's just the high fat content in the food that you'll be eating on a day-to-day basis. But I don't have as much shoulder pain as I used to. I used to wake up with kinks in my back and I'd have to walk like a really old man and stretch it out over the course of like an hour in order to take on the day. My lower back would hurt, my knees would hurt, my ankles would hurt. And as soon as I started doing carnivore, I want to say about a week into carnivore diet, it all changed. I don't have any of those pains anymore. I can do things and be comfortable. I can sit down for long periods of time. My back won't hurt. I can stand for long periods of time. My knees won't hurt. I feel like I'm superhuman. But I mean, it changes for everyone. The results are different for everyone. So I mean, this is why I advocate for it so much. Just try it. If it works for you, thank God. If it doesn't, then you can stop the diet anytime you want.
Consult your doctor before changing your diet.
To go with the benefits, I also want to add that I feel like I can articulate my conversations with people so much better than I was able to about 5 years ago. It kind of feels like I've essentially taken the Limitless drug. If you guys seen the Limitless movie, it kind of feels like that. Your brain function is so much clearer. You're able to think more freely, faster. It literally feels like you took the Limitless drug and you are able to do things that you haven't been able to do in forever, or ever for that matter. And even though there are all these pros to go with the diet, I still want to talk about the possible cons that you can experience along this diet. So with this diet, some of the bad things you may experience are a rise in bad cholesterol, high blood pressure, and if you consume like processed meats instead of living meats, you can get like kidney disease or colon cancer. So what I like to do is I like to stick with like fresh cut meats, fresh meats, and none of the stuff that's packaged. You know, when you get like packaged deli meat, stuff like that, I try and stay away from those as much as I can. Of course, you know, from time to time I'll still have it, but I try and stick with something that I can prepare at home and take it with me on the go. So for those of you who still have very specific questions about the diet, please leave your questions in the comment section below, and I'll try and make sure that I get to your question and answer it as fast as I possibly can. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe, because if you don't, I swear to God, I will eat a fully cooked pineapple pizza. Swear, it's just gonna be one whole pizza made of pineapple. It's going to be the crust, it's going to be the sauce, no cheese, just pineapple. Subscribe. Do it now. But anyways, guys, thank you for taking the time to watch today's episode, and I really hope that you guys enjoy the content. I want to make this thing go as far as I possibly can. I want to get healthier along the way. I'm not going to be just sticking to this carnivore diet. I'm going to be trying a multitude of diets as well. So if you think that I'm just going to be doing this for the rest of my days, I'm not. I'm talking to my doctor as well. I'm making sure that I get checkups and everything, that I'm getting blood work. I want to live my own healthy lifestyle too, man. I want to look great, just as I hope each and every one of you guys want to look great too. But anyways, that brings me to the end of the video here. I hope you enjoyed the video again, and I'll see you next time. Peace.